Hey David, Dennis Feidner, CFO on the go. Hey, here's your sequel to last week's video. I just got to hit some highlights here. I assume that, with payroll, you've got a big requirement for certified payroll since you do mostly prevailing wage projects. So, pretty simple. Again, most people drive off of here. I drive off of this left-hand menu only because I've been doing this for 12 years and I know exactly where everything is. So I usually wind up coming here to do stuff, but typically you'd use that icons on your desktop. So this is a Department of Labor form. I'm just going to do the normal one here. So going to print out the Department of Labor. We actually, in the release, it was literally just released like in the last week. It does have the California version of this report as well. And so there's that page, and there's that page. And so as long as you enter your payroll to the job, and the job is identified as a prevailing wage project, and you select the right pay group, there's a couple things you guys have to do right, but as long as you collect the right pay group that guy's working in that day, all of this is going to come out with a couple of mouse clicks. Same thing with your workers' comp reports, all your tax reports, full-blown payroll module. In addition, I imagine a lot of the items you're having to do progress billing. So I'm just going to bring up a sample here. Very simple one. It just happens to be a progress bill. These are the line items that are on my contract. This is the schedule of values agreed to with the GC or the owner. If there were change orders, they would be here, or they could be down here. It's your choice. Some clients add their new change orders to the bottom. Some like to add it to the actual line items. It's up to you. And then you have a choice when you do that bill each month. You can either enter in what you want to bill, or you can enter in the percent that is complete. And so I have clients that do it both ways. A couple clients, they like round percentages, and some of my clients like round dollars. So it's up to you. But either way, this will produce the billing. I just happen to have a sample here, and this is one of the samples. There's quite a few of these actually. Very simple, who the owner from the contractor, what project is regarding, what application number, obviously. And then, the summary of the original contract, change orders, total complete, the retention being withheld, total earned less retainage, et cetera, et cetera. So all of that stuff is there for you to go. Obviously, the next page includes the detail like you normally would, but all that's being produced out of the system. So go out of here. The other thing I think you're going to find useful is our change orders. And I'm just going to pull one up real quick here. Not going to do much here. A bunch of dates, things like that, but the ability to price out your change order here and then come back here and then request the amount from the owner. But the two things that are bonus here, one is this little paper clip here in the top right that's white. I have the ability to attach any kind of document I want to this change order. So as I'm doing this change order and I get emails from my subs with a quote, or I get an email from the owner requesting it, or I get an email from my owner approving it, I can attach those emails here and they're permanently attached within the Sage 100 database. And so anytime somebody was to open this back up, they could see a copy of the plans, they could see, I don't know what else you could have, a picture, it could be the scope, it could be whatever you want to attach here. And I haven't found a file format you cannot attach, so JPEG, PDF, TIFF, drawing file, emails, spreadsheets, don't care, anything you want to. And then if you're in here and somebody says, hey, I don't remember sending that to you, I can just click my email here and it'll go ahead and email that attachment out right from here without having to go find the original attachment. And the other part is it prints out a really nice change order, obviously your name and logo, who it's to, the project, the description here. If you had notes, you could type notes in here, they'd be printed there. And then the recap of the contract, very familiar with the AIA format. That's what theirs is. It's very, very close to theirs without, you like to say, infringing upon their copyright. It's close, but it's not exactly. So we have that. So if you look through here, we handle jobs. We handle all your subcontracts, purchase orders, change orders, all kinds of job cost reports, RFIs, transmittals, submittals, all handled within it. And those reports over here that I really like, I think we looked at a couple of these last week, but again, once you get the data in here, you're going to get to use it over and over again. one thing I did want to show you this morning. And one thing I like is if I go into jobs here, I'm just going to pull one up that's already filled out. We collect a lot of information about job, and I'm sure you're on QuickBooks today. You can really do this. You know, what's the status of the job? Am I bidding it? Did I bid it and not get it? Is it a current job? Which I'm just going to leave this the current job. What kind of job is this? Is it a retail? Is it a new school? Is it a multifamily? Is it a high rise? You can kind of classify those as different kinds of jobs. You know, who the estimator was on this, who the project manager is on this. Here's my list of contacts, and this can be pretty much unlimited. Let's pull this up a little bit here in a second. You know, job title, phone number, email, cell phone, notes, you know, what have you. But here's the thing that my clients like. If I get on one job, and I just happen to pick job number 2 here, could pick any job you wanted, I can look at the budget for this job. That's a budget I came up with. Could come from your Excel spreadsheet, or could come from our estimating system, which you looked at last week. Here's all the purchase orders written for this job. You know what? I don't remember this one right here, so I just double click that. There's the actual purchase order where I bought, well, that's a lot. I bought 1,000 3/4 inch brass gas valves. So, but I have the detail. Same thing, here's all my subcontracts, here's all my change orders. Want to see one, I double click it. Again, if you notice, we don't use paper in the system. A lot of the stuff that you guys are creating paper files for kind of goes away because we have everything here. Here's all the invoices and if they've been paid or not. So if your project manager can get to this job, he has pretty much all the information he needs to make decisions without having to keep Excel spreadsheets, keep extra files, run around looking for stuff. He's going to be able to dial in here and find what he's looking for. So, hey, Dave, I hope that helps. If you're ready for anything else, got some questions, shoot them to me. If you want to see quick pricing on this thing, just let me know how many people would be on at the same time, concurrent users, and then I can go ahead and prepare a proposal for you so you can take a look at that. And don't forget, check with your CPA, Section 179, if you haven't spent the whole $500,000 this year. This qualifies for Section 179, so you get the tax credit for buying it, you get the accelerated depreciation, but basically you can write this whole thing off this year against your tax bill. Anyway, name's Dennis. If you got anything, give me a holler, 800-659-5851. So my name's Dennis at 800-659-5851. Thanks.